Inquiring about the World, EDC171, Sustaining Native Australian Grasses. My name is Mervyn Garnham. Sustaining agricultural land and sustaining native grass complement each other in this biological question of how do we sustain native Australian grasses? This annual cycle called for scientific investigation, and the question being asked was if a serious need to sustain the local native grasses of Australia actually existed, and whether there are any apparent dangers in the result of any native grasses becoming extinct. During my research, I inquired about a group of cattle farmers investigation who, from the North Eastern Catchment Management Authority, considered various aspects of sustainment of the relevant data to answer this question. They did this by doing various scientific trials and tests on their land in order to save their grass from extinction. This report looked at the investigation through the eyes of the cattle farmers and how extensively the devastations that fires cause affect the ecological grass systems of Australia. Newspapers and television keenly broadcast the horrifying effects of fire, but fires are equally essential to sustaining the growth of grass in native Australian lands. After all, grass is the staple diet of a farmer's cattle, and therefore the need exists to sustain the native grass. My investigation and findings were as follows. How does a genuine need to sustain Australia's grasslands exist? Diminishment. Natural grasslands have diminished dramatically over the past 150 years, according to the Natural Resources Advisory Council, 2010. It is therefore essential that grass such as Stylidium graminifolium, Botanic Gardens of South Australia 2013, continue to support the fauna and flora species they currently support, because nearly 100 of them are listed as under threat of being extinct. According to the North Eastern Catchment Management Authority 2015 data findings, farmers who do not conduct burn-offs in accordance with recent trials are accountable for diminishing grass species such as weeping grass and Microlina stipodius species because of the dominating threat that exotic grasses pose to such indigenous grass. What data has been established to determine the adverse effects of human intervention or destroying the Australian native grasses? Frequent low-intensity fires are likely to have affected the evolution of nature grass in New South Wales and the rest of Australia, and the need to sustain them now is very high in order for the grass to survive future droughts. North East Catchment Management Authority 2015. Farmers can also destroy the land by allowing cattle to run the land down and not allow the grass to produce seed for future germination processes. Not burning at the right time also has negative implications because certain species of grass need the effect of the heat to regerminate or sprout.